Welcome to the finale of our Game of Thrones vlog for this year, episode 10.
Winds of Winter, we are here now.
Listen, I am so excited to have people stop asking me, have you seen Game of Thrones?
Oh, I know, right? That was me.
So done with that question. No, it's not. It wasn't just you. It was a lot of people, and I was like, I can't. No, I haven't seen it yet.
Like, I'm really interested in looking into Game of Thrones versus fan culture and Game of Thrones versus pop culture, just because pretty much everyone watches it. Even friends and family who don't like fantasy or high fantasy or history-based anything, and they're like, yeah, my favorite character is Tyrion, and I'm like, you watch Game of Thrones?
People you don't expect would watch Game of Thrones watch Game of Thrones.
That's probably what I'm gonna do to stave off the year I have to wait for the next season. Whoa.
Yeah.
This had another very solid opening. This opening was great.
The whole episode was solid. It wasn't as dramatic as the Battle of the Bastards, but
I liked that it started quiet and kind of built to this just insane ending. But the music, the piano music, and just showing everyone getting ready, just
it was so well put together. And yeah, the piano music was just out of this world.
It was beautiful. I rewatched that opening a few times after. I'm like, oh, this is so well done.
They're just on point this season for staging everything.
Has been probably one of my favorite seasons of this show, just because I like that we've stopped the bullshit. Things are happening and everything feels like it's leading up to a certain point, which is nice. We have there is an ending in sight.
They're not just dancing around how long can we draw this out for?
Yeah. I loved Cersei's battle dress.
That's what we're going.
That's what I loved it. It was it went against everything she had pretty much worn from this point on. It was very, it was tight, tight sleeves and very kind of subtly elegant versus the rich red Lannister robes. It was very stern, Victorian.
You can tell she's in a darker place now from this dress.
I loved the look on the High Sparrow's face right before he exploded. And I was reading a review of the episode, and the person, I think it was Cracked, it was probably Cracked, they were how this actor can get so much across in just a look. You could see, the oh shit in his eyes as
death came for him.
It was perfect.
I just felt so shitty for Marjorie.
I know!
Because she knew and he just wouldn't let her out.
Marjorie's only fault is that she, relied on someone else.
Did she, though? Did she really?
Well, she threw in with the High Sparrow. She's thinking, I can manipulate the High Sparrow, and the High Sparrow was just oh, Cersei can't do anything.
Yeah, see, but her plan was solid. It's just nobody saw Cersei's absolute meltdown.
Yeah, because Cersei has been, uncharacteristically subtle, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Book Cersei, I love book Cersei when you're reading her perspective, because the slow degradation of her mental space is done very, very well. She was pretty much in control this season, because she's just she was very quiet and she was pulling all these strings in the background that no one noticed. It was good.
Yeah, but I mean, in the end, she pretty much got outmaneuvered until she pulled this move, which is the ultimate crazy, which is so far out of the realm of what people would expect.
Mm-hmm. I love the set.
I am happy that the High Sparrow bit the bullet, though.
Yeah, but I'm also kind of upset. Because I'm I wanted to see him justify the White Walkers. That's all I wanted.
That would have been amazing. Just put him out front like a boat figurehead and
they are the children of the stranger. I don't know. I was waiting for something like that. I felt so bad for Loras.
I think he'd just given up. I think death was just as good for him as anything else. He's what?
But still,
whatever. I felt more bad for Marjorie because she's the one who withstood everything. I think they did the same thing to Marjorie as they did to Loras, and she still came out
Sept blows up. Cersei has her victory drink, and then Tommen
I love the way he did it.
Oh, it was so well done. Just the long shot
as he walks off screen,
and just walks out the window. It isn't. He doesn't jump. He just nope. And I love that they hold it long enough that you hear him hit the ground.
Yeah, so impactful.
Yeah, it was well done.
I'm almost upset that they didn't show us when they initially, like, told Cersei that Tommen was dead. Like, we saw her after when she's, like, over his body. And,
Just show me, yeah.
and Qyburne's like, well, what do you want me to do?
I thought she was gonna say bring him back.
Yeah, I was waiting
she brought
for
the
that.
mountain, but he brought the mountain back. I was
But
like,
the mountain wasn't dead.
I know.
He was half dead.
I watched this video on, like, who is Qyburne? And it was like, in the book he's introduced as Qyburne, a necromancer. And I'm just like, oh.
I thought he was just a failed maester.
That, like, it's just because he
Because he went too dark.
He went too dark because he wanted to understand death, so he, like, cut up living things kind of deal.
Yeah.
So,
But
he's
yeah,
like a scientist, more of a scientist than, like,
anything.
But so I was really expecting her to be like, bring him back, and Qyburne's being like, "Hey, give me more people."
Yeah, really. Man, they turned the children vicious.
Oh my god, like, yeah, let's, like, remember when we were talking about how it's like, don't let Qyburne near, like,
The children.
The children. This is what happens when you let Qyburne near the children. And the fact that they also took out Pycelle. Like, it was just like, she just swept the board of everyone.
But then again, I'm like, why did she bother to go to the effort? Like, he's not worth it, but okay.
He insulted her, like, he jumped ship. It was just like a petty revenge thing.
Yeah. So useless, though. Like, I feel like he has more of a role in the book that hasn't been explained yet.
Do you think Jaime's gonna have to kill her?
I don't think he's gonna kill her. Like, because she's not gonna blow anything else up. She's
I
done.
know, but
But I feel so bad for Jaime because he comes home and he's like, he's dead. I can't leave you alone for 5 freaking seconds.
I feel, yeah, Jaime, it's just like, Jaime is always somewhere when he, like, just too late.
Yeah.
You know?
I wonder, is it gonna, like, drive him into the arms of Brienne?
I don't know, but that would be fun.
It'd be so
I'd
much
totally be down for him to side with her. I like their relationship a lot.
fun. But Brienne and Tormund?
Brienne
Brienne and Jaime?
Okay, so I like Brienne and Tormund, but I really like Brienne and Jaime as best friends. You don't see that, like a really intense, like, loving, like, mutual friendship. Like, it always has to digress into, like, a romantic relationship. Like, it...
so you want them to be, like, best friends and she can get with Tormund?
Yes, that's what I want.
Either way, though, you really feel that relationship between those two.
It's amazing. Daenerys breaks up with her boyfriend.
I was like, this is cool. I'm good with it.
I liked the speech right after. I liked her talking to Tyrion and her being like, what scares me the most is that this is this man who loves me, and I, like, broke up with him and just really was just like, okay, I
got shit to do.
yeah, and
Yeah, and she's, yeah. But I mean, that's realistic, too, because, like, totally one-sided romance, right? I'm just wondering, like, they probably won't ever show it, but if Dario would kind of, like, turn around and be like, I'm King of Marine, ha 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 ha.
possibly, maybe. I don't know. Tyrion's speech was great.
They're good together.
They're really good together, and her being like, will you, like, I made this for you, I don't know if it's right, will you be the hand of the queen? And I'm like, yes, Tyrion, come full circle!
Oh my god!
Yes!
I was just like, finally somebody respects him for his brilliant mind. Like, thank you,
And
God.
I think that's been Tyrion's arc this season. It's just realizing that he deserves the respect. Like, he knows he's smart and everything, and, like, all throughout this show, he's been giving really spot-on advice. He's done all these amazing things, but no one has really
acknowledged
it. It's just, so finally someone's just like, no, I want you on my team. I want you at my side. You've proven yourself to me, and, like, over and over again. And I'm like, yes, you deserve this.
Yeah.
Queen of Thorns.
Oh, this poor woman.
She's lost everything.
This poor woman.
I was thinking about this recently. Isn't there a third Tyrell grandchild, though?
I think there is.
I don't know if they covered him in the show, The Lord of Highgarden. Like, he was Loras and Marjorie's older sibling, and that was who they were going to marry Sansa to. But she's like, nope, I've lost everything.
I wonder if they just forgot.
Or maybe they just cut it to, like, give her more of a reason.
Yeah, but I feel like you're right. He
Yeah.
is whipping around there somewhere.
But so she goes to Dorne, and so we finally get our Dorne payoff.
I just wish I didn't hate the Sand Snakes
I know.
so much.
And then like the big Dorne reveal is Varys is like buddies with the Sand Snakes, and he comes out and gives the line Fire and Blood. And then during like the final scene of all of her ships, Daenerys' ships, you do see some Dornish ships among them.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay,
That's
it's
cool.
the ladies coming to take.
Depose Cersei
Yeah.
and then just be like, oh, you kings, get out of here. Vagina's got the house.
Clearly, I mean, we have Yara,
Like, just...
we have Yara, we have Dany, we have all of the Sand Snakes, we have Queen of Thorns. It's just like,
Even Arya's coming up like, ha 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 ha. We'll get to that, don't start.
I know my rant about Arya. So Bran has accepted his role as the Three-Eyed Raven, and he finally, like, goes and gives us our payoff.
The payoff that everybody knew was what happened, and like, we're just like, oh, I'm so shocked, thanks.
It's just like, thank you. There are theories that Mira is Jon's twin. That is a thing that is on the internet right now. That there were two babies, and like...
He separated them.
Yeah, they separated them.
There was one baby in that shot.
Jon Snow!
Yeah.
Is a Targaryen. What?
They didn't say that specifically, though. They left it at he is Lyanna's kid, not...
Well, clearly...
Clearly he is, but
and
they have not specifically said it yet.
I understand why they didn't, because it's just like, oh, he's actually a natural-born Stark, is kind of what it, like... So technically he is...
He's still a Stark.
I know, but like,
He's
he
just-
has the name, and he should have the name instead of Snow. Kind of deal. So yes, he is the true Lord of the North, blah, 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 blah. He's also Targaryen, and I will fight you. There's, like, Lady Mormont, bless her heart.
Like this wonderful, wonderful
gives
child.
the best speech at the thing. She's just like, she just rips into all of these Northmen. Just like, I answered the call, where were you? It's just
You
like,
all fucking suck!
and I'm just like, I love this child, please nobody hurt her.
Like, she better survive.
And Littlefinger, oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so Littlefinger is my favorite character because he's always been in the background and like everything is his fault. He orchestrated this entire mess of the thing, and like, what's his motive? What is Littlefinger's motive? And so finally we get a speech between Littlefinger and Sansa where Littlefinger tells Sansa what he wants, and it starts out so like beautifully because he's going on about how I have a picture in my head and everything I do, I like check it with the picture. And if it'll make that picture a reality, then I'll do it. If it won't, then it's not worth my time. And I'm like, cool, like, I love that we're finally seeing how you think. And he's like, that picture is me on the Iron Throne. And I'm like, no, you idiot! No, Littlefinger, no, don't do it. No, and don't say it, man, I know it's coming, don't say it. And he's like, and I want you to be my queen. And I'm just like, no! All of your mystique is gone.
Oh.
Did you really think that, like, marrying Sansa off to Ramsay Bolton
Was gonna
get you Sansa?
I don't believe that for a second, because the only reason giving Sansa to Ramsay would have gotten him anything is if he wanted a Sansa skin coat. Like, no.
Like, one, you totally miscalculated Ramsay, and two, you totally forgot to add emotions into your stupid calculations.
Yeah,
Like,
fucker.
what I want, and I'm now like, I want Sansa to be like, okay, Littlefinger, Jon has the throne. I don't, like, Jon's king of the North. Fuck it, let's take the South. And then I want her to just, like, stab him in his back. I just want her to, like, wreck him and just, like, you know, like, Arya the shit out of this, being like, my face is the last face you see before you die. That is what I want.
I want it, but I don't think it would ever happen because Littlefinger is too smart for that.
Well, clearly he's not adding Sansa into his calculations.
No,
she's a
he's not.
friggin' wild card, and she spent all that time with Ramsay, and, like, as we said before, her two, like, biggest, like, mentors in this entire situation are Littlefinger and Ramsay, so who's gonna, like, undermine Littlefinger, but, like, the worst of both worlds.
I would love it, but then the thought of her actually sleeping with him makes me want to throw up a little bit, and I have never said that about a character before.
Yeah, it's so gross.
So I'm just like, oh, please, God. So I'm like, please, just stay the fuck away from him. I would kind of laugh if he, like, sat on the Iron Throne for, like, 5 seconds, and then Daenerys walks in with her dragon, and then just go...
I'd like it if he sits on the Iron Throne's like, Nope. That's not.
So funny. But I love how Sansa handled it. She's just like,
Yeah,
nope.
that was like that.
Nope.
Yeah.
And if nothing else convinces you that that girl has grown up, that does.
Still, after the big like King of the North speech, the two of them like looking at each other across the room, and Littlefinger just being like, ugh.
And Sansa's just like, fucking try. And then, of course, we have Arya getting her revenge, which was sweet.
But is it Arya though?
You know what? I think it is.
But okay, the big thing that's bugging me is like, I looked this up.
Okay.
I like did research before I like spilled this theory onto the internet. In the book, Arya goes blind because of poison.
Yeah.
In the show, Arya goes blind because of the mask. Jaqen says to her, it's like, if you are no one and you put on the mask, it's poisonous.
Yeah.
How is she using the mask to kill Walder Frey if she's Arya Stark?
Because she's learned to do whatever they do.
But she's not no one. The only way you can wear the mask is if you're no one. The mask is poisonous to you unless you're no one. So that's why I'm like...
Maybe it's poisoning her.
I don't know, but I'm thinking like all those scenes where the waif was asking her Arya Stark questions, like, who are you? I'm Arya Stark. I have X siblings. My father was X. And I'm like, it's just...
But
like,
why the fuck would the waif go in
and kill Walder Frey?
Frey?
Easy. How many characters has Arya told about her kill list?
Everyone.
Yeah. So if Arya Stark comes back and starts killing off her kill list, it's Arya Stark. Like, it's the best, like, hiding in plain sight bullshit. Everybody thinks it's actually Arya, and then she goes and she kills whoever the, like, she's been contracted to kill.
I guess, but who contracted her to kill Walder Frey? Because I doubt Arya did it as she
Varys.
died. You think Varys did?
I think Varys, because by taking out Walder Frey, that's, like, a big chunk of land that the Lannisters control, because the Freys are to the Lannisters.
Yeah.
So that is like the way to get across, the one big way to get across that river. Take out Walder Frey, the Frey house kind of like fights over everything because there's so many of them, because how many children did that man have? And so like Targaryens can come in and
Yeah. I'm just basing it off the fact that I think people would, like, I don't think HBO would kill off Arya.
I feel like they're gonna play it as that it is Arya until near the end, and then it's like, surprise!
Yeah. Feel like they wouldn't do that though. I don't know. It's like your theory makes as much sense as anything else, right? Like,
I'm gonna like actually sit down and write it
yeah,
just to like work it out.
But I mean, they are filming her very much like the waif to make it very ambiguous, like playing it very deadpan and just like, so they are trying to feed that theory. So it's like entirely possible. But yeah, it was a totally waifish move, killing Walder Frey like that. But of course, the episode ends off with the money shot of Daenerys with her dragons on her ship, surrounded by her advisors, and then just her entire fucking fleet.
It was like, that's where all the CGI money went.
Yeah, found it.
No, it looked really legit. I was like, oh.
Super impressed.
And the episode ended and I'm like, no.
But you know
10
it's
months.
yeah, you know it's gonna be a shit show next year.
So excited. Okay, we have an end goal. We're all like, we're going, we're gonna do it. And I'm just like, good. Because it's always been my fear that this show is just gonna kind of drag on and then kind of like end because money and like viewership.
Yeah.
But it's like really comforting that they have a plan and they're going somewhere with it.
And they're gonna go out with a bang.
Yeah. And then maybe give us some like mini series like following like the actual Dance of Dragons thing. That would be cool. Just saying.
it just kind of makes me laugh that they spent so long just kind of like going like this, and now that, you know, they've got an end goal, they're like, oh, it's 15 episodes. I'm like, but you could have spread this out a little better. Come on, guys.
I'm cool with it though. I mean, I really loved the pacing in this season.
Yeah, I think there was one episode where I was like, oh, well, fine.
And so if that's what your next season is going to be like, cool, like, great.
Like,
I'm down.
Do
like,
it. Do it.
I feel like they've definitely cut back on like the shock
Oh my
things.
God,
like,
yeah.
you know, like focused on that. It's not like, we're gonna go to a brothel now, like gratuitous brothel shots, you know?
No.
Like,
Yeah, I guess there might have been one or two boob shots, but
yeah.
they were down to a level where you can just ignore them. They're not in your face. Thank God.
Yeah, overall it was pretty solid.
I enjoyed it. It was not as much of a chore as it was 2 seasons ago to watch. 2 seasons ago was the worst.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, tell us what you thought of this amazing finale. The music, the setup, what do you think's gonna happen?
Yes, give us your predictions. Is my Arya theory crazy?
It's not crazy. But anyways, we will see you next year, guys. Bye.